Hey everybody, welcome back to another Make Lunch With Me video. Today we are going to be heating up and assembling some chicken nachos. We had chicken nachos for supper last night, which by the way, this is Wednesday, and I don't know what the day number is. Let me look real quick. I've slept since then. Wednesday, January 25th is what today is. Like I said, we're going to be making some nachos for Steve's and my lunch. I've got this white cheese for me, the yellow cheese for Steve, left over from last night. We've got sour cream. I've got some chicken that I need to heat up. And this is diced tomatoes and onions. And then these yucky green things for Steve, aka jalapenos. First things first, I'm not sure. I think I'll heat the chicken first. Stick that in there. About a minute and a half, probably. It's a snap crackle. These are some chips that we made ourselves from our restaurant. They are really good. We got a couple of containers here. I'll divide these up in. A few more chips in there for Steve. It gives us a few left for chips and salsa later. Chicken's done. And this is just some boneless, well, they were chicken breast tenders. The boneless, skinless ones. I just cut it up real fine. That didn't come apart very good, but cut up real fine. I put it in my skillet with some bacon grease and put a little bit of salt and pepper and some chili powder and some garlic salt on it, and that's what I cooked it with. Turned out really delicious. I'm going to cover that up with the chip lid. Next, I think we'll heat the cheese sauce, because that's the only other thing that needs heating. Stick those in there. If you can see, probably not. Whoops! I just stuck the two cheese sauces in there to heat up. Get me a spoon. So we did get snow. They said we were supposed to get 2 to 4 inches, I think, 2 to 3 inches at least. But when I checked my phone this morning, it said about 1.5 inches. But there isn't a whole lot on the ground, at least not where I live, not downtown. But the streets are just slushy. There is some grass on, or there is some snow on the grass. Not a big deal. Mix that a little bit. Not even warm. I say Steve prefers the yellow, I prefer the white. But yeah, it's starting to warm up a little bit outside. I'm glad we didn't get a whole lot. It didn't stick too much. Perfectly fine with me. Hope I didn't give Steve too many chips. Hope not. They're really good. Really good. Way better than what you get at the grocery store. Of course, they're fresh. We just made them. Like, when it closed down on Sunday, we made some of them. I'm gonna go grab the pitcher and get some water made up while you guys watch those heat up. go check them. Jar is definitely getting warm. Cheese sauce is still cold. But it probably will be cold by the time I get back across the street anyway. So, for dessert today, I went to the grocery store yesterday because Steve was wanting some stuff to experiment with, and I was hungry, so I grabbed a box of these chewy s'mores granola bars. We had several, but we had 2 apiece, I think, when I got back from the store because we were both hungry. But now we have some for dessert. We had these for dessert last night. I've got some for dessert today for lunch, and then there's 2 more left in here for dessert for tomorrow for lunch, which tomorrow is Thursday. You guys are seeing these a little bit late because I opted to put a crochet video up in the middle of the week. Ah, we're getting there. Ow! Jars get hot. Just a wee bit longer. And then we can start assembling our nachos. So we get a bag. Here's my bag. I'm gonna scoot you guys back so we got assembly room. It seems like it says on these somewhere, which I could be wrong, not to microwave in the jar, but who follows directions, right? Just a smidgen longer. They're getting warm. But yeah, normally I buy the big jars of the yellow cheese sauce, but they didn't have the big jars this time. All they had was the smaller jars, which is not necessarily a bad thing because I prefer the white. Steve prefers the yellow, so it worked out really good. I have my nachos. He has his nachos. I almost think I want a few new chips. No, I won't. Ooh, hot. There we go. That's warm enough. Yep. This cheese sauce is spicy. At least by itself. Alright. Just gonna pour the cheese sauce on my chips. There's a little bit left in the jar. I'm gonna save it. And I'm not gonna put the lid on. I'll leave it sit out since it is hot. Get off there. And then I'm gonna pour it on Steve's. He don't have as much in his. He had a bigger nacho last night than I did. Almost think maybe I should just empty mine out. Can't have too much cheese on your nachos. Okay. Do you guys keep your jars like this or do you throw them away? I've been keeping mine here lately. I'll just scrape out mine too. But yeah, I've been keeping my glass jars here recently, and all my plastic tubs, containers, like sour cream containers, cottage cheese containers. I've been hanging on to those. The cottage cheese containers and stuff like that are great Tupperware. Can you see what I'm doing here? Okay, this is Steve's, this is mine. But the, like the cottage cheese and sour cream containers, those make great Tupperware, which we use a lot of containers and stuff to store things and make things ahead. And then the glass jars make good containers for doing that as well. I just don't like glass because I'm afraid I'm going to drop it and break it. So I've got cheese sauce chicken, putting on some diced onions. Maybe not that many. I don't want to throw any of it away. And then I've got some tomatoes that I diced up. Just finish that off. Steve got more than I did. We'll steal some of his tomatoes. I like tomatoes on mine. Of course, he probably does too. And then, last but not least, I'll put a lid on mine because mine is done. Oh, no! Sour cream! Oh my goodness. Pour on some sour cream. Whoops. That happened to mine last night. Alright. Got the sour cream on. I'll stick that in the fridge. And then, these are for Steve. He likes jalapenos. He likes jalapenos a lot. So hopefully that's enough for him. I still got a few for a rainy day. And these actually are lunch meat containers. I saved those too. They make great storage containers as well. Let me wash my hands off here. Put the lids on. Oh. There we go. And now we are ready to eat lunch. I want to thank you guys for joining me today, for helping me make lunch. And I will see you one more time for a Make Lunch With Me video. So leave me a comment down below if you save your glass jars and your plastic Tupperware containers that you get from the store. And I'll see you in my next video.